What's up guys? In today's video, if you somehow didn't read the title, which thank you for clicking into my video without reading the title, we're going to be taking apart my old Sunday Soundwave, my signature frame, and we're gonna be unboxing and building up a new one right here. And I'm actually gonna be giving this one away since I don't need two, I only ride one bike. But I'll get more into that later on in the video. But first things first, we have to take my old bike apart. Oh wow, that was actually pretty easy. Look, it's already apart. Nice. So here's my old frame. It's a 21-inch Sunday Soundwave, my signature bike, sorry. Nothing's wrong with it at all, it's just 21 inches. I tried it out, it didn't really work for me. So I'm going back to 20.75, which is inside of this box, which we're gonna open right now. Here we go. What the hell? Some kind of joke? It's a little tech bike. There's no frame in here. What? I took my bike apart for no reason, just to get this little tech bike. At least from this perspective, it looks like the same size as my old bike. But I guess we'll get some clips on my new bike now. Oh shit. Oh. No! Dang it. Why is every bike I ride, I destroy the back wheel? God, this had sentimental value to me. Believe it or not, it's actually kind of exhausting riding that little finger bite. But enough delay. I got my actual new frame in this box. And I'm gonna show you guys right after this commercial break. Shout out to all you guys that actually got an ad there, not having ad blocker on it. It actually helps me out a lot. Thank you guys. Here's the frame, we gotta unbag it. My new signature frame, black, beautiful. You could tell it's my signature frame because it came out of the box with my stickers on it. This is not a joke, you know. Check, we'll show you a closer look. I don't know why it has a Sunday sticker on it. I think it's probably like an anti-theft thing because this is a one of a kind frame. But I've said it once, I'll say it again. My favorite thing is how thick these back dropouts are. It's amazing. Like, you don't even need back pegs because it's so thick. It's big, black, and thick. I love it. All right, we got V1, my signature frame. We got V2 here. This is the one I'm giving away. If some of you guys are new and haven't been keeping up with my channel, I'm trying this one out. This is a 21-inch top tube. That's from here to here, and this one's 20.75 here to here, obviously. And it's only a 1/4 inch, but I didn't think it would make so much of a difference. I wanted to try it out because I usually ride 20.75, which is why I'm switching back to this one. I rode this frame for about 3 months, and I just couldn't like synchronize my riding with it. Like I feel like everything was like 3 times harder for some reason. I don't know what it is. So we're going back to 27.5. And I'm giving this one away, which we'll get into probably towards the end of this video because I am running out of daylight and I gotta build this up. Here we go. So first thing I'm gonna do, putting this frame together, is put the bottom bracket in. But just so you guys know, if you have never built a bike up, pretty much anything metal on metal contact, you're gonna need to grease it. That's why we have a big ass tube of grease. So I'm gonna grease this up and hit it in. Here we go. Also make sure you have your certified old sock so you don't get your hand all greasy, because I forgot a towel. So we're gonna try this. Wow, just great. Okay. All right, now we gotta get our certified bottom bracket installer, which is just a hammer. I know some of you guys are like, oh no, use a rubber mallet, and I'm like, I just don't care. Okay, it works every time. Never had my bottom bracket blow out. So just control yourself. This little guy right here goes in the middle. It's pretty much just so when you tighten your cranks down, you don't like compress your bearings in and blow your bearings out. So don't forget, if you're building a bike, you just put this in. So now we got the bottom bracket in, we're gonna put the cranks on. I already kind of put it in there. And luckily we have a Park Tool crank installer right here handy, and pretty much just gonna install it. And there you go, it's on. Quick timeout on the bike build, just to get some cuteness from the video. Some little ducks. Okay, and we're not gonna get any closer. Let them be. And back to this. Put our spacer on. Bam. I have the Odyssey Thunderbolt cranks, and they have this like weird hexagon thing. It makes sense once it's on there. Okay, I love these cranks because you don't ever have to try to line up the splines. It's on. There you go. And then bolt. Glory of having 2-piece cranks, super easy to install. Bam. Got my new seat post clamp. Just clamp it on, bam. Nice. And then I gotta grease the seat post up real quick before I put it in there. I didn't put that much grease on it, it just pretty much has to be present. This is how I measure how long my seat post is. Just go about like a fist to seat post, which that's a fist. There we go, and voila. Our little friends are invading my space. But I don't really care. It's kind of funny. I wonder how old they are. It is Easter, so they could have hatched their eggs today. I don't know. Gonna do the headset next. I already greased it. You guys don't really need to see me grease everything. And I'm just gonna literally put it back on my forks, and there we go. Now I gotta do the top. Gotta just wiggle it on there real quick, just get it, gotta get the shape of the bike done, and then I'll put it all together. There we go. So here's something kind of different that you guys don't usually see. A while back my bike would make the craziest screeching noise and stuff when I would pedal. I think it's because I slammed my back peg on something and it like blew out my driver, which I have here. This is actually an older driver I switched it with, but I got a new driver. So here's my old driver that I was using on my last bike, and then we got a brand new one right here. So no more squeaky noises, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to show you guys that you see how the pawls are facing counterclockwise and these are facing clockwise. Cool thing about the anagram hub is that it goes both ways. So it came set for a right-hand drive wheel, but I ride left-hand drive. Here's the inside of the hub so you can kind of see. It's not really focusing, but you could tell it doesn't have one set direction, which is pretty cool because you can get this wheel and switch which way you want to go. So right now I just have to switch the paws and springs around. So I just swapped all the paws and springs around. I didn't really show you guys that because it's kind of a delicate process, and I just literally sat here like this with this little Allen key and just kind of messed around with it, like kind of playing an operation. But let's put it in. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Oof. Beautiful. I totally almost forgot. So right here, That is an internal chain tensioner. I'm gonna make sure that these aren't sticking out at all. I got the chain tensioners all flush, so I can just throw this guy on really quick. Bam. Done. You get a 17, which I have right here. I think I mentioned this in my last bike build video, but this little Odyssey like tool right here, it has almost pretty much everything you need to build and take apart a bike. Like this is pretty much the only tool I run in my backpack, and it works for everything. I love this tool. All I have left to do is my chain, and I just want to show you guys I ride the Odyssey keychain, and it's pretty amazing. Okay, check this out. So it has just a normal bolt right there. Like you can kind of see that these are all hollow besides these couple right here. It's like the master key. And all you gotta do is get an Allen key and pop it right out. Screw it out and well, bam, it's out. Oh shit. Another great thing is, since I am riding the same frame, this is already just the length it needs to be, so I just put it right on. Chain is now on the bike. You just have to kind of remember to tighten the links that have the Allen head. Maybe like once a month, maybe like a quarter turn or something, just so like any bolt will eventually loosen over time. So you just got to remember that. You guys probably do know this, but if you're ever putting a chain on, put it on the driver first and then onto the sprocket. Right, there we go. I'm right foot forward, so I have it so my bike is going to be right foot forward. So that's where the tight spot will be in my chain. And now we're going to tighten it, and it's just magical. Since it's a new frame, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it one time and then retighten it because it's got like fresh paint there. So I don't know if it helps, it makes me feel better. Now that my wheel is where I want it to be, this is when you do the chain tensioners. So I'm gonna tighten these real quick so my wheel does not move. So all I have left to do is just tighten my headset cap and then the side of my stem. And then once you get it where it's gonna stop moving, I recommend like don't sit on your bike or anything, because that's gonna cause some tension that could compromise something. So just get off your bike. I usually test to see how tight my headset is. Like I'll sit on it after and kind of wiggle it, and it still has play, so it needs to be tightened more. Okay. Straighten it out. All right, it's now pretty tight. It doesn't have any play in it, and then I just like pick it up, throw it. It does bar spins. We're good. Now I can tighten the side. On your clamp bolts right here, if you over tighten one, it's gonna make the other side seem loose, so then you're gonna over tighten the other one to equal it out, and then what that's gonna do is it's gonna pinch your clamp right here. It's gonna pinch it, and it's gonna be bad for your forks, bad for your stem. It's just gonna suck, so just equally do it. You don't gotta tighten it super tight. Now I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna mention it because some of you may not know. If you're installing handlebars, you don't want to tighten the same side like this. Just same thing with the stem thing. You want it all to be equal. So you want to kind of tighten this one and then go to this one, cross, and then kind of just so it's all an equal force pressing the handlebars down, and then you're less likely to have your handlebars slip on you. And that sock didn't really do its job right there. All right, here's the finished product. It is all built up and it feels amazing. Signature frame. Before I get into the giveaway though of the old frame, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. I know most of the parts on my bike are Sunday and Odyssey, and I just want to say for the 1000th time, I do not ride for them, I just support them, and I recommend them to everyone because it's the best quality parts I've ever come across throughout the 10 years I've been riding BMX. So if you want a good quality bike, go to Sunday or Odyssey Components. They make great stuff. That's why I ride them, and that's the only reason why I ride them. And that's that. Now on to the giveaway. Some of you are probably wondering how I'm gonna give this bike away. I am also wondering how I'm gonna give this bike away. That's why I'm gonna ask you guys to comment below a way that I should give the bike away, because I usually do giveaways like locally, but I wanna give back to you guys because you guys have supported me so much throughout my YouTube channel. But I just don't wanna give it to someone that is not gonna use it, or someone that's gonna try to like go and resell it or something. So I'm gonna ask you guys what you guys think the best option would be for me to do to give this bike away, because I'm 100% gonna give this away. I just also don't want it to give it to someone that's gonna hang it up on their wall I wanted to be ridden. The only thing I could like think of as like a qualification to get this frame is that you should probably be taller than me because it's a big frame. Don't be in the comments be like, please give me the bag. I'm gonna be like, shut up, little Jimmy, shut up. So I'm gonna read the comments, pick the best one. I'll announce it in my next video. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell because YouTube's weird. I don't think it gives you notifications sometimes. So do that. And then you're definitely not gonna win the frame if you don't go and follow me on Twitch. So go to twitch.tv/apocalypse, link is down in the description, and go give me a follow. Even if you don't win the bike, you can also chat with me and ask me anything you want. And it's fun, it's a good time. Here's other videos to watch. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.